At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday has begun. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, Stroud. He's got a man left. Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finals at a 33-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Keely Ringo making the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Here we go. Cut 19.
Working from the gun, Williams. will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Tackle back at the 30-yard line.
Offense to the line for second down.
Oh, ready. Buggy. Hey! Why Tony? Good.
Stroud off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's going deep. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So as they face fourth down, on comes Corey Bojorquez to kick. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it'll be their football. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Williams to throw on first. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up 6-0 here in the first. On is Katie York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, south. Alert the hot. Good eye.
On play action, here's Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. It's caught Metcalf. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Williams on the play action. He just throws this one away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his running back. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
70 Timberwolves! 79 Broncos! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
1st down from the red zone. He's on the move. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Here we go! 70 rings! 70 rings! Go!
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
19 tight! 19 tight! Hey! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! 18 Pioneer! Hey!
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. McBride hauls it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll run for this. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So the defense hope. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have the full field ahead of them here as they start deep on their own side. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop it behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
We speed left, speed left. Buggy, 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 buggy. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He beams one deep right side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Collects this at the 35. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams to throw. Setting up the screen. He's got to gain a 6 there. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go.
Pressure comes, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And that run very short, only getting to the 27. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Metcalf's got it, complete. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
On the quick, right?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Oh, right.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They're running again. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Hey, south.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Joseph. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great. Out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 run, 18 run.
To throw is Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Eagles driving ahead.
Okay, ready.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Man in motion here.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
Trying again, following the set. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready.
Tight end going in motion here.
19 right.
3rd and long for him here. He's trying to push the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Hunter on now, and he gets into this one. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
All right. Look the hot, look the hot. Hey!
Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Texas. 11. Hey, Uno Mars. Bucky.
From the 32. Brought in right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26, and that's a Steelers 1st down.
Here we go. Whoa. Hey, Uno.
A give now from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Robin. South. Why, Tony? Tony. Get on.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos.
1st down, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking right, and he finds him.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Throwing it just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our 1st half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Eagles 7.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Cowboy 80. 70 ready. 70 ready.
Williams from the gun. Completed to his running back. 6. On the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
18.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 2nd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 17. And up. Go street. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Here's Williams. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense
18
backwards.
Rattle, 18 Rattle. Dragon 60. And up.
Handoff now from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. You're good on the point after. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Out the side. Hot.
They send a receiver in motion right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Dump off caught by his back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Launches one deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Out the side.
Throwing out to the left, Cup. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey.
Trying to get it with the option. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Joseph. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To throw, Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Buys time, rolling right. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Williams to throw on 1st. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
2nd and 6 now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Man in motion, headed right. 3rd down, here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Trey McBride, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right? Look the high, look the high. 19 Texas. Hey.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. Steelers first down.
Here we go, let's go. Tonight.
They just get the play off. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms.
Buggy. Under. Robin. Tonight.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
Ow, for tonight. Why, Tony? Tonight.
Now it's Stroud. He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the three, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. The Steelers calling their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll run here from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs, in fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
18, right here. Check. Corey, 17. Go.
Here he is on on 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They send the tight end in motion. First down, Williams dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff now out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Eagles leading by 5. On comes Cade York, a lot riding on this kick. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Oh, hey. Under. Hey, uno.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Oh, hey. Look the hot. Oh, boy. 19 Texas.
He'll look to throw it. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Oh, hey. 11. Hey. Hey, Uno Mars.
Here he is to throw. This one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Buggy. Why Tony? Hey! Hey, uno. Done.
Setting up to pass. He's on the move. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.